Hello guys, how are you? It's been about, let's have a think, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks since my last blog. I wanted to give you a bit of an update. I don't know if you can tell, I'm standing up now. I just wanted to give my blogs a different feel. It kind of goes with some of the projects I'm working on at the moment. And I want to test my presentation skills and see how things look and stuff. So I hope you like the new feel, for those of you that watch. Yeah. Just giving something different a whirl. Where to start? My goodness. First things first, I can't really give too much away, but essentially, I talked, I know, a lot on my last blog about finding your... Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I've come to the conclusion that I love my jobs, don't get me wrong. They're wonderful jobs, but they're not my calling. And I think my calling is to help others and to help people. So I've done phase 1 of what I intend to do anyway. If any of you watching this have Facebook, I'm assuming that probably quite a lot of you do have it. I've set up this agony aunt page called What Would Debbie Do? So search for the page What Would Debbie Do? Have a look, have a like. Essentially what it is, it's a virtual agony aunt page. If you want to come to someone for a second opinion on an issue that you have, or any of your friends have any issues, then by all means I'd love to hear from them. I've only had one person come to me so far, and it's been going about 3 or 4 weeks, so it's still in its infancy, but certainly my calling is to help others. It's to make a difference, and I think that the more people that you help, and the more that you give out in life, the more that you get back, and the more fulfilled you feel. Certainly for me, from my point of view in my life and its direction and where it's going, I think helping others is my calling. So that's phase 1. So Facebook, What Would Debbie Do? Go along, have a look at the page, like it. If you have any questions that you want someone who I think is level-headed, non-judgmental, and who will give you an honesty in a nice way, then by all means go on, ask a question. What I've said to the page, on the page, and you know, I want to reiterate this. Anything that you do, ask or say, will always be in confidence, and you can message me through the page. I will never disclose any names. I will never say where you're from, but I will, you know, share the problem and then share my advice to you. So if you want to have a go, by all means have a go. I look forward to hearing from you. In terms of my life and where it's going, I've heard from the gender clinic in terms of blood tests. They've done some more just to see if my hemoglobin, my liver function and my hormone levels are correct, and that's all been faxed off today because I found my doctor's surgery just to check, and they redid it anyway in case it hadn't been done when it originally came back, so that's all good. Bit of a life, what's the word, I just can't say it, really weird. I had a car accident this weekend. Luckily I'm okay. My partner was with me, Shelley, and I was so gutted when I did it because I was gutted that I could have potentially hurt her as well. We're both fine. We are a bit shaken and a bit sore, but other than that, we are okay. But it's really weird when you're in a situation like that and you're with someone who you care a lot about and that you love. It's, you know, people react in different situations under stress and pressure, but it was really wonderful how we just look after each other and supported each other. And you know, I've been in love in the past, of course I have, and so has she, but to have love like this where it's totally based on equality and support and understanding, it's amazing. It's nothing that I've ever experienced before, and I'm not saying that I haven't had that from previous partners, but the level that we have it at is the complete equality. There's no one better than the other. It's just, you know, we come to our relationship in a place of mutual understanding, respect and support, and I think it's amazing. It's so wonderful. Yeah, amazing. She's wonderful. I love her dearly, and she might blush when we're saying this, but yeah, she's a keeper, definitely. So yeah, that was really frightening. It was interesting as well because, you know, being a transgender female, I am quite tall and I was wearing heels anyway, so I was about 6'3", and the policeman approached me, and one of the first questions this chap asked, he goes, "How do you want to be addressed?" And I thought, do you know what, I could ask him if he's had any diversity training or stuff, but I think he was genuinely trying to handle the situation as sensitively as he could. So as I've done in the past with these kind of situations of being transgender, I try to just be nice about it, and I said, well, yeah, you know, I am a transgender female. I put it out there because maybe he had read something in me, I don't know, but I just nipped it in the bud. I said, yeah, I am a transgender female. I'd rather you refer to me as female, and he did, and it was fine. And his colleague was fine. You know, there was 2 policemen from Wiltshire Constabulary looking after us, and they were really sensitive. They were really lovely. But yeah, it was the first time I've been dealt with by the police as a trans woman. I mean, I have worked with Dorset Police, because in Bournemouth, you know, I've been involved in transgender awareness, and also I've had to report a hate crime, unfortunately, but certainly, you know, having been on that side, and then to be involved in a situation where, you know, you are relying on the police to look after you and to take care of things once things have gone a bit wrong. It was a nice experience, and certainly one I don't want to repeat. I don't intend on repeating it, certainly, but yeah, it was good to have a positive experience with the police, and I am going to send a letter to an email to the Chief Constable for Wiltshire Constabulary, because I think that, you know, police are often chastised when they get it wrong, but not praised when they get it right, and in this situation I think he did. So yeah, that was, you know, another experience, if you like. Like I said, though, not one I intend repeating. Other than that, what's been going on? I've been mad at work and working on a few projects. As I said, what would Debbie do on Facebook? That page is phase 1. Phase 2, I'm writing a book. I want to do more from a community, and essentially me doing this is going to do that. And then phase 3 will be launching the book and getting out there, and yeah, exciting times ahead. It's really, really good. Don't know what else to say, really. And has this been going on that long? Not really, but you know, it is a bit short and sweet. In terms of me personally, my transition, has anything changed? I think, yeah, physically, you know, the hormones are having a massive effect. Boobs are tender quite a lot. That is part and parcel of them growing, and you know, certainly talking to my female friends, they do say that, you know, they remember when they were in puberty and their boobs hurt a lot. So that is changing, and my bum is getting bigger. I don't care. I think it's wonderful, and you know, I jokingly say to my friends and stuff, whenever there's cake in the office at the moment, I'll eat it. I don't care, like, what it is. Like, I had to walk to work yesterday, you know, for 40 minutes because my car, you know, is no longer with us, and yeah, I obviously, walking 40 minutes, you're going to kill a load of calories, and there was cakes left over from the day before. So as soon as I got to work, cup of coffee, bang, eating cake, and people are laughing at me. It's like, well, it's going to the TNA, because ultimately, you know, if I want to grow or develop a body, you know, I can't be the 10 stone that I was at 6 foot. It's not really healthy anyway. It's on, you know, it's low on the BMI and everything else, but my BMI now is 24.9, which, you know, might be high in the healthy range, but ultimately it is healthy for my height, and I look and I feel better for it. So yeah, so that's really good. You know, the body is changing. Vocally, it's really weird because I do get paranoid about my voice a lot. I think it's quite deep, but then, you know, it is what it is. And if you look back at my earlier blogs, I think my voice has changed anyway. The way I pitch myself to the world, and the way that you know, the way I interact with people, the way I'm more confident and stuff, that it comes from practicing this. Of course it does. I mean, I've done 46 blogs, I think, now, plus a few other, like, poetry videos and silly jokes that I can't believe I did, but never mind. But the thing is, I mean, the more you practice something, the better you become of it anyway. So yeah, I'm really happy, I'm really content, I'm in love. You know, life keeps throwing curveballs at me, but ultimately my attitude towards it and how I deal with it affects how that affects me. And in being positive and just remaining calm and in looking at things and not, oh, why me kind of thing, just dealing with it. And, you know, yeah, life does throw crap at us, but it's how we deal with it, and, you know, our attitude towards it that affects how it affects us. And I hope that makes sense to you. But, you know, the last month, you know, I've crashed my car, I've dropped my smartphone in the bath. I was texting, but yeah, it's just silly stuff. But you know, these are things that you rely on, and when they're gone, it's like it is a bit of a nightmare. But ultimately, you know, stuff happens. It's the universe's way of, or God's way, or whatever you want to believe in. It's certainly things. Some things, you know, happen, and you just got to get over it and just deal with it, and you know. Yeah, that's my message, is to be positive in your transition. It was wonderful. Yesterday I had someone comment on one of my blogs from March of this year when I started on the Decapeptyl, which is the T blocker. I have had 3 of those injections now. I think they do make a difference, and certainly, you know, I don't know if anyone watching this knows this, so if you know this, then, you know, this is an educational piece as well as a logging of my story. What Decapeptyl does is it blocks your testosterone, but pre-operation. So if you are going to go down that route, you have to have an injection every 3 months. And certainly when I'm coming towards the end of that period, I do notice a difference. I don't think it's psychosomatic, because I've tried, you know, I'm quite spiritual and I meditate and stuff and do yoga and stuff, so I always try and come at the world from a quite calm, tranquil place, and I'm quite, I think, inward looking, and I look at how the world has affected me and how the things that I do affect me, and how I can, you know, kind of model my, change my, or, you know, develop myself to be in the best person that I can from a behavioural point of view. So in terms of me saying this, I don't think it's psychosomatic. I think that, you know, physiologically, I kind of notice when it's coming to the time that one of those injections is due. I get more angry, I get more irritable, I become different emotionally, and it's really hard to explain it in any other way other than that. Another thing I want to share with you is my view of love. And I'm saying this because obviously I'm in a relationship now, and the way that men and women experience love is so different. It's and of course it would be, but you know, having experienced love as a male, you know, and being in relationships with women and stuff, and then being in a relationship with a woman as a woman, the difference is it's wonderful. It's like I don't know, I'm not saying any of the relationships I had in the past were bad. They were what they were, but this is so much different. It's, for me, it's better. It's just, and it's no slight on anyone else. It's just, I don't know. The way that you think about the other person and consider the other person and understand how they're feeling and understand what they want and everything else, I think in a same-sex relationship or as a woman with a woman, it's just, it feels different. I mean, it's going to feel different anyway with each person, but ultimately it's strange experiencing love and experiencing being in a relationship with a woman as a woman rather than with a woman as a man. So that's a wonderful learning curve as well. And I'm proud of being a lesbian. I don't mind who the hell knows. I know I did an interview with my employer, LV, and certainly they are going to be running a profile on me on the careers website soon, and I can't wait. I can't wait for it to go live. I understand that in doing this and in doing the work that I'm going to be doing, I'm outing myself to the world as transgender forever, and certainly is something I've discussed with my girlfriend as well, because, you know, Shelley needs to be comfortable with the fact that I'm going to be doing that, and she is. You know, she's with me for the long haul. She doesn't, you know, she's fine with who I am, and this weekend just gone as well, I met her parents and her friends and her family, and it was so amazing just to be accepted and for people to, you know, look at someone who they love and care about and see them happy. And I think, you know, everyone who watches these blogs knows my situation, other than my brother, one of my cousins and one of my aunts. The rest of them don't want to know, and that's up to them. You know, I can't do anything to change their opinion, but if you're watching, I'm happy. I've never been happier in my life, and you know, this ain't a phase, so just be happy in the fact that I'm happy, even if you can't contact me again. Just take whatever you will from it, but be happy that I'm happy, because you know, if there's one thing the last few months have taught me, the last few years, my life experience has taught me, is, you know, in a moment your life can change on a split second, and it, you know, it can change for the better, for the worse. It can never be the same again. You have to follow your goals, you have to follow your dreams, you have to do the things that make you happy in life. You can't be unhappy for someone else's happiness. This is only, you know, within this human experience, this is our only shot. So just do what you want, follow your dreams, be yourself, no one else. I'm going to sign off now, and I will update you soon. Don't forget, what would Debbie do? Look on Facebook, like the page, get sharing it with your friends. If you want to ask a question, message me. It will always remain confidential where the question has come from. I will then share the question and the advice on the page, because that's the whole point of it. It's like a virtual agony aunt, if you like. Until next time, or there are any more further updates, I will say take care of you, look after yourself, and I'm going to sign off with my catchline: be yourself, no one else. Take care, bye.